So it's Christmas break. It's good to be back with you guys. Today I'm going to be doing a video on one of the least favorite cars in the fleet, one of the least favorite cars that my family has ever owned, and that is our 2003 Chevrolet Trailblazer in the bright, rich, reddish maroon color. Don't get triggered. The car is very dirty. It is wintertime in Wyoming and we haven't had a chance to wash it. It takes a hot water facility and there's simply not one in our small town. But with that said, let's go ahead and get into the video. So this is my parents' 2003 Chevrolet Trailblazer. I would describe any of these cars as a four-wheel drive minivan. They are neither powerful nor pleasant to drive, yet it gets the job done as far as functionality is concerned. And for you OG subscribers, you know that red is definitely my least favorite color for any vehicle. Although the Trailblazer supports four-wheel drive and is a four-wheel drive package, I believe some of the newer ones are all-wheel drive. It really isn't anything special on snow and ice. As I said before, don't be too triggered that the car is very dirty. It is winter in Wyoming. My parents have purchased the LT package. It's a 2003 Trailblazer, so it is old. However, the interior of these cars do have a knack of maintaining themselves very well. You can see that Chevy put all the bells and whistles in 2003 on this car, as far as power windows, power doors, power locks, heated windows are concerned. This car does not have heated seats, but it does have power seats in it, which is something that you'll find in almost all of these older generation Trailblazers. While this car only seats 5 people, it is very roomy, very spacious as that is concerned, so don't worry about fitting everyone in. There's plenty of room for everyone and their luggage. This makes a great car for long road trip travel. I'm going to go ahead and start the vehicle now. My parents purchased this Trailblazer at around 140,000 miles. Currently has 167,805 miles. I'll have to talk about in a different video all of the repairs that my parents have done to this vehicle. But although they were built by Chevy, they weren't the most reliable. In fact, they ended up being one of their least reliable vehicles ever produced, which is one of the reasons that I hate the Trailblazer so much. Besides the fact that they're just not fun to drive. Being a sport utility vehicle, these Trailblazers do pack a larger engine. This one has the 4.2 liter inline 6. However, with such a big engine, you would think that there would be a fairly large amount of power. However, that is not the case with the Trailblazer. Oftentimes, I would describe it as driving a golf cart down the highway. However, for a fairly small-sized vehicle, this does have full four-wheel drive. It's on either a push-button or a dial four-wheel drive system with 4 high and 4 low. It's shaped like a minivan, but it is four-wheel drive, which is why I often say that this is a four-wheel drive minivan, because really the four-wheel drive isn't that good. I remember the first time I used four-wheel drive in this vehicle, I was thinking that it was going to be something like the Suburban as far as Chevys are weighted fairly evenly. However, this does worse than my pickup in two-wheel drive. Whereas I braked and turned, I started sliding straight for the side of the road or the median, which was kind of a scary experience. Now I know we don't have the best tires on here, but I was very impressed that the four-wheel drive system in this car does not make it drive like a rally car as you would think it would. However, the four-wheel drive system overall is very good because it is a Chevy. Maybe it's because this is an older model where they had some trouble with the four-wheel drive system going in and out the actuators and the modules. But whatever the cause, this car really isn't the best vehicle for off-roading, nor is it the best vehicle four-wheel drive. I would highly recommend it if you're an occasional four-wheel drive user. Like I was mentioning before, the Trailblazer, although it has a large engine in it, really lacks in the power. It drives something like a minivan, but it does sound quite a bit cooler, I will admit. What the Trailblazer does lack for in power, the ride really does make up for. Now, I've ridden in older BMWs, I've ridden in older Mercedes, older Lincolns even, and this car rides much, much better than any of them combined on the highway. I will hand it to Chevy in that aspect, that this is one of the best riding cars on the interstate or on the highway for its age that I have ever ridden in. The engine might not have very much power, but luckily they've put the brakes of a semi-truck in this vehicle, as every single time you even push them in a little bit, you're going to come to a complete stop. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. More great content to come, and as always, see you guys next time.
And we could just fade away until we're all right. And we could just fade away into each other's lives.